Hello students, welcome back to Standard 5th EVS Part 1 Digital Class. You know, we all need food to survive. We get energy from food. Tell me, from where do we get food? Yes, we get food from plants. For this, we have to sow grains to grow plants and trees. We get grains, fruits, vegetables, and a lot more things from plants. You know, the population of our country is increasing. So, we have to produce food such that needs of all people are being met. That is, food for all. And this is our lesson number 12. So, we are going to see how can we produce food for all. We grow crops for food, and this is known as agriculture. So we can say agriculture means farming or growing crops for food. We grow different crops in different seasons. So these are known as agricultural seasons. There are 3 agricultural seasons. First is Kharif season, second is Rabi season, third is Zayed or summer season. But there are 2 main seasons in our country, that are Kharif and Rabi. Now, Kharif season. The season from June to October is called Kharif season. Rice, corn, cotton, soybean, sugarcane, groundnuts, etc. are the crops grown in this season, and these crops are known as Kharif crops. In this season, the crops are watered mainly by rain. The season from October to March is the Rabi season, and the crops grown in this season are Rabi crops. Wheat, oat, chickpea, mustard, almond, broccoli are the crops grown in this season. These are Rabi crops. Have you seen liquid in morning on leaves of plants? That is the liquid that condenses on plants during night. That is known as dew. So dew and the rainwater soaked into the soil are the sources of water for these crops. The third season is Zayed season or summer season. The crops grown in this season are mostly vines, that are watermelon, cucumber, bitter gourd, etc. This season is from March to June. Now, what is agricultural work? Agricultural work involves all the processes that are necessary to get a quantity and quality of crops. So it involves, first of all, plowing the field, that is, loosening the soil. After that, sowing of seeds, that is, to plant seeds in the ground. You can see in the pictures. Then, cutting when the crop is fully grown. After that, thrashing, that is, taking out the edible part of grain or other crops from the straws to which it is attached. You can see this is thrashing. The last step is storing the grain or other crops. All these are the necessary processes to get a quantity and quality of crops. In traditional agricultural methods, plowing was done with the help of oxen, as you can see in this picture. Moat was used to draw water from the well. See, this is moat. Moat is a huge leather bag. As you can see, harvesting, that is cutting and collecting a crop, was done by the family members themselves, as you can see in this picture. To get a high yield, yield means produce, that is crop produced. To meet the needs of all people, there was a need to improve the methods of agriculture. So improved methods involves improved seeds and modern methods of irrigation. In traditional methods of agriculture, the seeds of one harvest were preserved for sowing the next season. Those seeds did not have a high yield or produce. Nowadays, improved seeds are developed through research. These have a higher yield. Modern methods of irrigation. For a good produce of crops, they should be watered at the right time and in appropriate quantity. This is known as irrigation. Excessive use of water may reduce soil fertility, so right amount of water is necessary. As we have studied in traditional methods, moats were used to water the crops with the help of oxen. This is a time-consuming method. Traditional methods required animal labor. But modern methods help us use water economically without wastage. So first is sprinkle irrigation. It is like the phenomenon of rain. The pipes carry water to central locations on the farm. The sprinkler method provides the best coverage and it is the most efficient to irrigate the uneven land. You can see sprinkle irrigation in this picture. Now, drip irrigation. It is the most used irrigation method these days. In this irrigation, we lay plastic pipes in rows near the crops. These pipes have a hole in them. And as you can see in this picture, the water seeps from these holes drop by drop. You can see water seeping from the hole drop by drop. So this is known as drip irrigation. Now what are fertilizers? Fertilizers are chemical substances supplied to the crops to increase their productivity. Fertilizers are of two types, organic or natural fertilizers. These are obtained from plants and animals. Inorganic or chemical fertilizers. Chemical fertilizers are made by mixing different chemicals. These are used for quicker or faster growth and higher yields. But excessive use of fertilizers damages the plants and reduces soil fertility. So there should be proper use of fertilizers. Crops may get damaged by the pests such as insects or animals like rats. To stop such a damage by pests, chemicals like pesticides are sprayed on the crops. Here you can see a warehouse. A warehouse is a building where large quantities of goods are stored. Stored grain can get damaged by rats and insects, or if it is stored in a closed and damp, that is, a little wet place. To prevent such damage, chemicals are sprayed at the place of storage and neem leaves are mixed in the grain. Thank you, students. The rest of the lesson we will learn in the next video. Till then, read lesson number 12 from page number 58 to 60.